It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Pastor A.R. Bernard is here with me.
Yeah,
doing Yee-T. This is my wheelhouse here, okay? So shout out to Drake and SZA. Their song, Slime You Out, has debuted at #1 on Billboard Hot 100. This is big for Drake. He's broken all kinds of records, and he always gets a #1 debut. He actually has tied BTS for the most #1s in the 2020s. So congratulations to him for that. It's #1 on streaming songs, R&B, hip-hop charts. Of course, SZA's been having an amazing year, too. I went to her concert. Love me some SZA. All right, now, Doja Cat. And I'm glad you're here, Pastor A.R. Bernard, to talk about this. Doja Cat, amazing, talented artist, but a lot of her fans are experiencing, and she's experiencing backlash from a lot of her fans right now. She has claimed in the past that she doesn't care about her fans, but she posted on her social media page a devil painting that she made for her fans. I'll show you a picture of that painting. Now, Pastor A.R. Bernard, he also has a music video called Demons for a song called Demons. Here's that song.
Yeah, hey, how my
All right. Now, Pastor A.R. Bernard, I want to get your thoughts.
I'm going to weigh in on this. Let me just say, first of all, the demonic and that realm is very real. I have dealt with it early on, many people. So it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to tamper with. Don't be curious about it. But before I would go there, I would say, let me check the mental health of the individual first and see what's happening to them mentally before I decide that, okay, it's in that realm of the demonic.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because she does, talented woman, but things like this can definitely cause people to be like, I don't know if I want to listen to this anymore.
Yeah, and we're concerned about the power of music because music has a very subtle influence as you listen to it.
All right. Well, I think just seeing all of that. And you know what I want to ask you, too, because Halloween is coming up next month. And there's a lot of movies that are coming out. As a matter of fact, The Exorcist, the remake of that, is coming out at the end of next week. Man, and I'm a big horror movie fan. Okay, so I want to ask you, do you think, have you ever experienced something? I know they always say this is based on a true story, all these different exorcisms. Have you ever experienced anything?
Wow, can I say that on the air? I've been involved with exorcisms.
You have?
Yeah. I've seen matter change forms. I've seen people who were genuinely possessed, and I had to learn how to work with that. It is so real that the Catholic Church has a whole department that deals with that, and other denominations as well. So it's very real, it's very powerful, and something that we have to be careful of.
Be mindful of. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I always watch those movies, and it's like based on a true story, and I'm like, how? The Exorcist was actually the first horror movie I saw as a very young child. And so now they're doing this remake.
I will tell you, before I had an understanding of these things, I thought it was hilarious. I took my wife, and she was negatively impacted by it. So we don't play that with her anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know. Thank you for shedding some light on that, because I'm always like, are these, possibly real things that are happening? And what do you think about watching movies like that? Because some people won't even do that.
You have to be careful with whatever entertainment you open yourself to. If you're vulnerable to these things and they can cause you to be curious about them or affect you in terms of fear, then you need to limit your intake of these things.
What about Ouija boards? We always hear about that and see movies.
Again, these things can be a gateway. We're our human nature. We're curious, So you start out with one thing, and who knows whether you'll become even more curious and go beyond that.
I don't play with Ouija boards. I will never touch one of those things. All right.
I don't recommend it.
All right. Well, that is your Yee-T featuring Pastor A.R. Bernard. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar, but you need to know about them anyway. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.